Welcome everyone. Let's come into our first pose, lying on our backs. Right leg over left, single bind, double or triple bind, or no bind if the binds are too extreme as a start. Legs drop to the left, gaze up or to the right, broaden across the collarbones and ground the shoulders out. The knees may touch, but they may not. Take a moment to notice how you feel in this starting pose. Notice how you feel generally as you approach the beginning of your practice, taking inventory of the senses at the start so you can observe how all of that will shift throughout the practice and transform by the end. Set an intention, invite a positive thought in, a mantra. Focusing on that positive thought or intention, slowly draw in air through the nose. Fill your body with life force energy. Hold your breath at the top. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Open your mouth, slowly release. Inhaling through the nose, filling all the way to the top. Hold the breath. Take a little more air in through the nose. Hold. Take a little more breath in. Open your mouth with as slow a steady release. Exhale. Begin to straighten the legs toward the upper left shoulder or upper left corner of your mat. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Mouth closed. Exhale through the nose. Hug your breath to the base of your throat. Cultivate Ujjayi Pranayama. Slow, steady breath in and out through the nose. Begin to bend at the knees, pull your belly in to come to center, and take the left over the right if you're binding single, double, or otherwise, or legs are stacked in a simple spinal twist. Legs to the right, peel the right shoulder out from underneath you, broaden across the collarbones, both shoulders down. Don't be worried if the knees don't touch, keep the left shoulder pinned down. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, working your Ujjayi breath. Each inhale, you can layer your positive thought or intention. Each exhale, allow that positive energy to circulate. Controlling your breath, expanding and controlling pranayama. As you inhale, you can lengthen your spine. As you exhale, twist a little deeper. Begin to straighten the legs toward the upper right corner of your mat. I'm actually going to use my wall. And keep working your Ujjayi breath. Belly in, bend the knees, come back to center. Keep the knees where they are. If you need to realign, like my spine gets a little bit twisted up when we're twisting, makes sense. Belly in, low belly in, almost like you're imprinting. We all have a natural curve here unless you have any injuries. But try to pull the belly in as if you're trying to lengthen out your back. Keep the knees over the heels. You can have flexed or pointed toes. And take the legs to the left just to a hover. Really press down the right shoulder as you do this. The gaze can be up or you can be tick-tocking the gaze too, right to left. Belly in, back to center. Legs to the left. Keep the left shoulder grounded. And the knees, legs hover. Belly in, back to center. Legs to the left, shoulder down, gazing up or to the right. belly in. Use your core to control this. This is a stomach churning pose, not just rocking back and forth. So really use your core. Right here, you pull your belly down to come up, straighten the legs. If it's too much, then the legs stay bent. Belly in, or you can do just the top leg straight. And take the legs toward the left, just to a hover, and come back to center using your core. Legs to the right, and back to center. One more each side. Legs to the left. Only what you can control. Back to center, and over to the right. And back to center. Bend the knees. Let's do a quick happy baby, then we'll move on. Tailbone forward and down, heels up. Work the knees down, and as you press into the palms, heels up, tailbone lengthens. So we're actually activating and working our happy baby. Now cross the left over the right, and the right leg is parallel to the earth. Both feet are flexed. Take your left hand and guide the leg out. If you're near your knee, just be careful how you're pressing on it. Otherwise, it's like just underneath the knee. You can take your right hand to the back of the hamstring or even to the shin, so both hands are helping out. Unless you have to pet a dog at the same time, which I usually have to do. So I'm going to incorporate his face into my left hand. So the right shin is pulling in, or the knee is pulling in. The left hand is guiding the left leg out to emphasize a deeper stretch. Take the hands to the back of the head. Inhale as you prepare. Exhale as you curl up and twist to the right, which means left elbow to left heel. It's hard because it's not totally the way. Inhale as you lower back down. Exhale as you curl up, twist left elbow, left heel. Back can you try to get that contact? And lower back down. Again, lifting up and twisting to the right. Now releasing the hands so there's a Kali Mudra. Palms together, it's like a pistol grip. Left thumb over right. This dog. So you can lift the ribs up, both ribs, even the right rib cage up, and try to get higher up. So the foot is coming up toward above the elbow. And extend the legs straight. And take the arms over to the other side. Stay here, lower the left leg to meet the right, and lift the leg up. Lower left to meet right, and lift it up. Lower left, send the arms towards center, lift the arms up and back, and hug the knees in. Good. Happy baby. Straighten the right leg. Bend the right, straighten the left. Back to center, right over left. Right hand to the underneath the knee. Left hand to the back of the hamstring or to the shin, whatever's less awkward for you. Oh, gosh. And keep working the outer right hip opening out to the side by pushing the knee away as you pull, pushing the right knee away by you pull the left knee into the right heel. Release the hands behind the head. Inhale as you prepare. We're twisting to the left, right elbow to right heel. Exhale as you twist. Can you get that connection? And lower back down. Curl up and twist. And back down. Again, curling up and twist. Hold it. Hands together, Kali Mudra. See if you can lift the left shoulder rib cage up. Release the legs straight, right leg up. Take the arms to the other side. And lower the right leg to meet the left. And lift the right leg up. Lower the right to meet the left. And lift. And lower. Hands towards center. Slowly rise up. Legs to the left, arms to the right. Switching. Legs to the right, arms to the left. Switching. Switching. Switching and pause. You can Kali Mudra. Can you straighten? Bend, switch, straighten, Maybe straight the whole way, or you're bending to straight. Belly in. Up. Take the hands behind you, walk the hands back, wiggle the hips forward, and try to get a shoulder stretch. This dog's going to tongue bath me the whole time. Take the right leg over the left, same kind of work we've been doing, and then try it with your own body, not using your hands obviously, and see if you can work the right knee out as you pull the left knee in. And lift up. Walk the hips toward the heel as much as possible, whatever you can get done here. Really, so for me, I press into the left foot and I can push my knee in more. You can even see me doing that. That deepens the stretch for those of you that need it. And if you don't, if you're like, my hips are super tight, then you're going to look something like that. Keep the left hand down, lift the right arm up, get some length. Work the right knee away from you. Do you see how I moved it to the side? Let me show this way, because this is important. So watch how I move my leg off to the side. I'm moving it to the side as I'm trying to reach the right arm up and over. And I'm trying to get the sole of the foot as high up my arm as I can. Definitely you want it above the elbow, that's the goal. Mine right now is about toward the shoulder. So as high up as you can, the deeper the hip stretch. Okay, we'll come back. Unwind, take the hands back, just what we did a second ago. Stretch your shoulders back. Okay. So take the arms back, wiggle the hips forward. I have to move them side to get more toward my sacrum. And stretching as much as is reasonable. Take the left over the right, lift the right leg up. Try to work the right knee in towards you. And you're using just your own body strength versus your hands to try to work the left hip out. And rock up. So again, as close as you can, get your hips and your whole body towards your left shin. The tighter, the bigger the hip stretch. But you do what you can. Keep the right arm out, left arm up, get some length. Again, move the left knee out to the side to try to get that foot to the top of the shoulder. And then whatever you do with this hand is fine. I'll be petting him. And slowly release. Forward fold. Hang, grab opposite elbows, and sway. Sort of little twist side to side. Yours might look different if you don't have to dodge a dog. Switch opposite elbows. Really firm the feet down, but twist so you can get that nice pull. So when I twist to the right, my left hand pulls, sorry, my right hand pulls my left elbow, and then the opposite is true on the other side. Fingertips down, lengthen your spine. Exhale as you step the right leg back, lower the knee down. Inhale, rise up. Flip the palms so the back of the hands are near each other, then palms touch. Notice which arm's in front so you can do the opposite side next time. Lifting up, leaning into the front leg in and out, tilting the tailbone to the back of the heel. And let the arms cradle the side of the head. Release the hands down, lift the hips up and back, Ardha Hanumanasana. The left hip pulls back, the heart reaches forward, and the left toes curl back to deepen the stretch, so flex the left foot. If you're very tight in your hamstrings, maybe you won't do that. Lift the body, bend the left, lift the arms. Wing them back, interlace the fingers, send the chest forward and up, work the shoulders down, lean forward, and instead of hands resting down, reach them back. So you're working heart and hands in opposite directions. Release the hands down, lift the hips up and back. This time take the whole body and arms to the outside of the left as you forward fold. Lift the body up, bend the left, curl the toes under, step back to plank. Lift the right leg up, point it behind right ankle on left heel, heart forward, shoulders back. Pull the belly in, you're in plank, switch sides. Shift forward, let the heart open as the hips dip in the amount, shoulders back. Pull the belly in, you're in plank. Shift forward, keep the belly in, shift back. Shift forward, shift back, forward, back, forward, bend, hold. Lower all the way down. Big. Slide up to forearms for Sphinx. Heart forward, shoulders back, belly in, all 10 toes down so the shins and knees lift. Take the palms down, straighten the arms, let the hips, legs rest so the lower body's passive. Press into the palms and move them closer to your body to deepen the stretch, work them away from your body to lessen the stretch. Unclench your booty. Lower down. Low cobra to upward facing. Dip the right hip, gaze over the left shoulder. Come back to center. Dip left hip, gaze over right shoulder. Back to center. Lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts back and up. Open the hip, bend the knee. Hip circles or anything that feels good. Begin to straighten the leg, square the hip, pull the knee into center, right foot, right thumb, lower the left shin and knee down. Rising up, switching, palms facing away, non-dominant hand in front, lift up, do your other side, whatever side you did first. Lean into it, tilt the tailbone to the heel, and really press into the palms and like you're lifting the shoulders up toward your ears. Gazing up, maybe cradle the sides of your head with your arms. Release the hands down, lift the hips up and back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Forward folding any degree that you can. Lift the body up, bend the right, rising up. Wing the arms back, open your heart, interlace goofy. Chest forward, shoulders back, leaning into the right and without resting the hands, pulling them back. So really opening up the shoulders and broadening across the collarbone. Release the hands down, lift the hips up and back. Take the arms across so you're forward folding over the leg and off to the outer side, the pinky edge. Right toes are still curled back. Lifting up, bend the right, curl the back toes under. Reach the hands forward, back leg lifts. Bend the right, hands at the heart center. And keep the belly in, lift the body, sweep the left leg forward, externally rotate, heel to knee. Figure four, sit back down, Ekapada Utkatasana. Reach the arms forward and send the hips back as if you have I have a belt around your hips and I'm pulling you back, and at the same time I'm grabbing your wrist and pulling you forward. Then bend deeper in the right. Ground down, rise up, straighten the leg, hold. Lower the leg, lowering the whole body forward, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you step the left leg back. Ball of the foot, rise up to crescent. Wing the arms back, open your heart. Interlace your fingers and send the chest forward, the shoulders back, just like we did with the knee down. Breathe. Lift the body up, straighten both legs. Stay in the ball of the back foot and work the right hip back, heart forward so you can find the balance. Forward folding any amount. Bend the right, rise back up to crescent. Arms seal, palm seal, hands at the heart center. Pull the belly in, twist to the right, reaching forward with the left elbow and then candy hook the elbow. Release the left arm down, the right arm up. I'm not mirroring. Hands back to heart center. Use your core to lift up and release the arms. Reaching forward and down, high lunge twist, right into Vashisthasana. Rolling our plank, so lowering the right palm, forearm down, coming to pinky edge of right, taking the top arm forward. Left forearm down, right arm up, forearm Vashisthasana. Top arm to the front. Forearm down here and forearm plank. Keep the belly in. Press down, pull the belly in. Work the heart forward, shoulders back. Lift the hips up, walk the feet toward the elbows any amount. Legs go wider, the hamstrings are tighter. Press into the palms, you're in down dog. Or a weird down dog. Bring the feet together and take the left leg back and up. Open up your hip, bend at the knee. Hip circles or whatever feels good. Begin to straighten the leg, square the hip, pull forward, left knee into center, left foot, left thumb, rise to crescent. Wing the arms back, interlace the fingers, chest forward, shoulders back. Breathe. Straighten the front leg, work counterbalance. So you have to have a strong front leg, ball of the right foot, pull the heart forward. Forward folding any amount as the arms reach up and overhead. Bend the left, rise up, crescent, arms out to the side as you twist open toward the left. Oops, hands at the center as you twist. And forward, or lower down. Pull the belly in, twisting a little deeper. Release the arms, maybe. Back to heart center. Use your core to come up. Now straighten the arms. Good. Reaching forward and down, right into Vashisthasana. Rolling our plank, left palm to forearm, pinky edge of left, right arm to the front. Lengthen out the whole right side. Right forearm down, left arm up. Lower down to forearm plank. Press into the left palm. Press into the right palm, you're in plank. Lower the right forearm, lower the left forearm. Right palm, left palm. Right forearm, left forearm. Right palm, left palm. Left forearm, right forearm, this is the last one. Left palm, right palm, left leg forward. Hands forward, back leg lifts. Bend the left, hands at the heart center. Slowly grounding down, rise up, right leg forward, externally rotate, heel to knee, sit back down, Ekapada Utkatasana. Hips back, extend heart and arms forward, bend deeply in the left, open up the right hip. Round down, lift up, straighten, lift the leg, lift the arms, pull the ribs in. Lower down, hands to the heart center. Samasthiti, hands by your side. Surya Namaskar A. I will call it as I sit and you move. Move to the rhythm of your breath. Inhale the arms out and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, open your heart. Exhale, Adha Mukha, downward facing dog. Breathe. Slow the breath down, check in with your breath, revisit your intention. If it's not helping you or it's not even becoming a part of your equation, find a new one that does. Inhale, balls of your feet, bend at the knees. Exhale as you hop or step to the top. Nice jumps. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms meet, hands at the heart center, Samasthiti. Right away again, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adha Mukha. Rest. Inhale, balls of the feet, bend at the knees. Exhale to the top. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms meet, hands at the heart center, Samasthiti. One more round. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adha Mukha. Rest. Slow your breath down, a few breaths here. I don't offer many rest poses, so really enjoy these built-in breaks. Slow it down, slow the heart rate down. Inhale, balls of the feet, bend at the knees. Exhale to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms meet, hands at the heart center, Samasthiti. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, open your heart, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, right leg steps forward, the left heel grounds. One inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. One exhale takes you through Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, left leg forward, right heel grounds. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. One exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, rest. Inhale, balls of the feet, bend at the knees. Exhale to the top. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, Utkatasana. Press to stand, hands at the heart center, Samasthiti. Nice. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Palms meet, hands at the heart center. Twisting to your right, hook the elbow. Pull the belly in, rotate, even up. Oh my God. Extend the arms if you can. Good. Everyone lower down. If this is new for you, if you know what you're doing, come into your side arm balance. If it's new for you, the left arm lifts up as you work the knees away from you so you can try to get a deep twist. And you snuggle the arm underneath the thigh, and the right palm stays down. If it's new, you rest your hip. So Parshvabhakasana, if you have Ekapada or Dvipada Kandanyasana, you can always play with those. Come back to your twist, and come back through center. Palms meet, hands at the heart center, twisting to your left. Hook the right elbow, pull the belly in, and rotate. Extend the arms, Utthita Parivrita Utkatasana. Everyone attempts some aspect of this arm balance. So you're lowering down. Those that need a little bit of help with this, the knees move over to the right arm lifts up and over, and you're snuggling. Snuggling the back of the right arm into the thighs, and you can rest the hips if you need. Belly in, take the variation that makes sense. If you're working toward an arm balance and don't have it, don't worry, just play. Come back to center, or come back to your twist, and then chair through center. Lift to the balls of the feet, coming right into a Bakasana. Lowering down, the hips back, the knees squeeze in, the triceps snuggle underneath. The shins coming into Bakasana. Hold. Heart forward as you exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's get started. Inhale the right leg back and up. Pull the knee to the right upper arm. It's plank chaturanga, or if you have an arm balance practice, take Ekapada Kandanyasana. Sweep the right leg back and up. Pull the knee into center and take a twist to your left arm. Hold it there. Extend the leg. Don't come into an arm balance yet. Shift the heart forward, and can you try a chaturanga? And then lift up. Now drop the left heel, lift the right leg, left arm, or keep the right leg down. Left hand down, pull the knee into center, foot between your hands, back foot grounds down, rise up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Dancing warrior series. Pass through warrior two, extended side angle. Break here with the arm down, or use core and keep the arm up. Ground down, rise up, reverse. Warrior two, I'll show it with core now. I'm not resting my right arm. Ground down, rise up, reverse. Last one. Ground down, rise up, reverse. Coming into half moon, but it will be dynamic. We'll land in it and come out of it. So one half moon, bend the right, come back, warrior two, reverse, Again, right into a half moon that we're not going to hold. Bend, come back, reverse. Coming into half moon, can you come into it without touching the right hand down? Move slowly like you're coming into a balance. Now, if it's too much, touch the hand down or not. Take the top arm in a half wrap or hand to the hip and pull the left knee towards your shoulder and maybe straighten it. Hand can be down, take the leg back. Hike the knee, straighten, take the leg back. Last one, hike the knee, work it towards straight, take the leg back, release the left arm up, bend the right, come back to warrior two, reverse. Windmill both hands down to the inside of the right foot, lower the left knee down. If you can, you're lowering the forearm down, left arm. Reach back and grab the foot with the right hand. Roll the heart open. Try to work your heel toward your bum. You can have a flex foot, more strength, or just pull it in with a pointed toe. Release the leg, hands down, reach them in front of you, back leg lifts. Bend the right leg, hands at the heart center, lift the body, sweep the left leg forward. Externally rotate like what we did before, but we're going to add a twist. Send the hips back, pull the belly in, twist to your right, using your knee to move it out to the left as you lower down and try to get the sole of the foot to the upper left arm. Bend deeply in the right, extend the arms maybe. Take the right arm in a half wrap and roll the right shoulder open. If you can, take the left hand to your heart, or it can go rest anywhere that feels reasonable. Slowly lift up, pull the left knee in, hands to the heel, and try to straighten the leg in and out. Lower the leg and take the right hand to the outer left foot and the left arm behind you. Half wrap with the back arm. Can you send the gaze over toward your back shoulder? Gazing towards center, release the arms up. As you pass through warrior three. Hands down, right into a handstand, switch the legs, land ball of left if that's for you. If that's not for you, just flow back naturally or classically or step back. Left leg back and up. Pull forward, left knee, left upper arm. It could be here in plank, it could be here in chaturanga, or you can extend and lift the legs. Heart forward. Sweep the leg back and up. Pull the knee in and across, lower the right heel, lower the left pinky edge of the foot. Shift forward, you can lift the back heel actually. Shift forward and take chaturanga. And now right heel lowers. Lift the left leg, lift the right, or left foot stays down. Fallen or floating triangle. Hand to center, knee into center, foot between the hands, back foot ground. Rise up, warrior two. Hey. Reverse. You could add a mudra. Notice I'm using middle finger to thumb, my favorite. Shuni mudra for patience. Reaching forward, using core or resting the left arm. Ground down, rise up. Reverse. Warrior two, extended side angle. Ground down, rise up. Reverse. Last one, extended side angle. Coming into our half moon, two that are dynamic, we're really just passing through them. Coming into your half moon pose. Bend back to warrior two, reverse. Again, half moon, just to pass through it. Bend back to warrior two. This one, try to come into it with a balance. Slowly, belly in, hand hovering. And then top arm in a half wrap, hike the right knee, straighten, take it back. That's one's hard without touching down. Hike the knee, straighten, take the leg back, hike the knee, and straighten. Leg back, bend, warrior two, reverse. Both hands down to the inside of the left foot. Lower the right knee, maybe lowering the right forearm, bending the right, left hand grabbing right foot. Dragon, pulling tail. Release the leg, curl the toes under. Both hands forward in front of you. Back leg lifts, passing through supported warrior three. Bend the left, hands to the heart, lift the body, sweep the right leg forward, externally rotate, heel to knee. Sit back down, Ekapada Utkatasana. Pull the belly in and work the right knee over to the right as you're twisting over to the left. Keep working the right knee away from you and forward fold a bit to try to get the right sole of the foot above the right arm. Extend the arms if you're able. And top arm takes a half wrap. Roll the left shoulder up and back. Right hand to the heart. And slowly release. Pull the knee in. Straight. Ooh, sorry. This one first. Straighten the right leg up. Lower the leg, take the left hand to the outside of the foot. You can also have a bent right leg, right arm behind you. Half wrap. Maybe working the gaze over toward your right shoulder. Gazing back towards center, arms lift. Sweep the leg back, pass through warrior three. Maybe a handstand, switching legs, ball of right, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Jump through to your bum. Okay. Yay. Let's just take it easy. No taking it easy. All right, take, I think I'm gonna face this way until I need to change. Take the left leg over the right. Take the right arm behind you, the left arm up, lifting up and twisting. I am not mirroring right now, just so you know. Reach the left arm forward and work the hips back. So the arm forward, the hips back, then forward fold and sweep the arm toward the right foot. Flip the hand, hold the foot. Take the right arm up. Ta-da! Now take the right hand by your right hip. Left hand's going to lift the leg. I'm going to show a few ways of doing this. So we're coming into baby grasshopper, or the Maksikanagasana. Right hand down. So I can either lift my leg, press into my palm, lift my hips, twist, chaturanga, or I can press down, lift the hip first. Might be easier for some of us, then lift the leg. Then that's part of it, but you still have to twist and chaturanga, and you have to keep the leg and the hip lifted. So baby grasshopper. And if you're trying all this and you're like, well, my hips aren't lifting, yeah, that sometimes happens. If it's a new shape, it still requires a lot of mula bandha, but this is easier than the full one. So it's kind of like a prep. So again, you lift either the leg or the hip first. The palm lifts you up. You still have to twist and lift the hips up and back. So if you can, you're lifting this high, some of us. Right? And then see if you can gaze at your foot. All right, let's try the other side. After this, we're going to do the full grasshopper, but if this one's better for you, you keep staying here and practicing it, or you can practice the full one that we're going to do because I'm going to stop us in stages. There's a shape for all of us.
So even if you don't do the full Maksikanagasana today, it's a very tough pose, you'll still be working toward it. Right over left. Okay. Lift the right arm up. Twist. Reach forward. Like as you reach toward me, the hips are pulling back, and that's helping you lengthen. Then you have to add a forward fold. Let the shoulders sweep in front, flip the palm, hold the foot. Left hand, oops, we'll do this one first to get a nice stretch. Ta-da. And you could just be here thinking this is a nice stretch and not move on. Otherwise, hand down. Again, lifting the leg, the foot, or the hip first. Press into the left palm, right foot, lift. If you can, you're lifting all the way up. Bending, it's chaturanga in the upper body. Maybe gazing at your straight leg. So this one's very hard, even though this is the baby version, it's still very, very tough. So I'll let you play with it for a second, and then we're gonna stand up. Before we do it, we'll stretch out our wrists, give us a little bit of a break. So take the hands, we'll do the full pose. And then switch. Then take the one hand, doesn't matter which one you do first, and pull the palms, the fingers down and towards your body as you work the heel of the hand away. You'll also stretch the inner arm. Then switch sides. And counter pose. And if you have a different wrist stretch you like, usually we do it on the ground, but we're just doing different ones today. Anything that counter poses your wrist, because now we're about to use them again even more. So this is a little bit harder. I'm going to also show you 2 ways of getting into this. There's maybe 3 ways. How you get in and out of these hard poses is something too, right? How we transition into it. So for some of us, let me show 3. You keep counter posing your wrists and stay in an open hip. So for some of us, if we start here, kind of all the shapes we played with in the beginning, take the hand behind you, and again, I sort of play with which way I have my hand, it doesn't really matter. Lift the arm up and watch again how I move the knee out of the way. This is key, right? So I'm lifting up and I'm moving the knee and hip away from me. Do you see how I did that? Right? Because if I try to twist here, that's one thing. But if I try to twist and I'm moving my leg away and this knee is helping me move the lifted leg, then I can get, look at that, how much higher I can get, right? So now I can lift up, I'll take the palm down, I'll come into my twist here, palm down, belly in, and then I can lift my leg, and then if that's working, I take the leg forward. So this is Grasshopper Pose. So that's one way. We'll have time to try. The other way is standing up. Imagine that our flow today, we did it a few times. In fact, we'll just do these 2 ways, right? So I'm here, I sat, we did this in our flow, right? In the beginning, we did it even in the warm-up. I'll pull my ribs in again, I'll show from side. I'm gonna work my knee away from me to get this. Now here I might hold my heel to, oops, I'm falling all over the place. Here I might hold my heel and work my foot out more, but then it's the same work we did before, right? What I just showed. Okay. So I guess the only other way would be, for those of you, a couple of you are more advanced, do the upward way, but do it with like a little bit of a flow. So just maybe starting here, which we did a lot, right? And then see if you can come like right into it without stopping. So that would be more advanced if you're transitioning without stopping to place and work with your hands and all that. So let's start left over right, because that is the right side. Most of us are right dominant. So either seated, I'll do it with you. I'll start seated just because. Okay, so left over right. If you're seated, the left arm is up. If you're not seated, you're doing the same kind of work, but you're not seated. You're going to work the left knee away from you and take the left arm all the way over and try to get, again, if you can't get above the elbow, it's going to be incredibly hard. I would stick to the easier one, baby grasshopper. A few of you who want to work toward it but aren't quite there, I didn't really do the stopping points. The stopping points would be 1, 2, 3, 4, which we've done, right? And just hang here. So for me, this was the hardest part. Once I could get this twist and find this space, the rest became easier. For me, the twist is the hardest part of this pose. But there's a lot of elements to it, so there could be a lot of impediments to success. I can't see everyone, but I know you guys are just killing it. Finish this side, and then let's move to our second side. All right, let's do the other side. Remember, you can do the baby one. So if you're doing the baby one, it would be right over left this side, the right arm in front, grabbing the foot. Same, similar work, right? If you're doing it upright, it's the same entry point, and if you're doing it down here, right over left, same idea, come up into it, belly in, and then take the leg out to the side and try to look at the foot if you can. So some of you who are successful try more than one way to get into it. If you can get into it with ease and try to do a little bit of a flow, just the leg forward is enough. We could flow it all the way through our practice, but transitioning into this pose,
so today, if you want options,
so some of you should play with
figure four is a really nice way to play with balance because the top leg can help you find the balance a little bit. So if you're using the wall and you were just kicking up, you can always come up other ways, but you'd be here, pull the belly in, and try to use your core in your hands and in the pelvis to take the foot off the wall to find that shape. Okay, but try not to like kick off the wall, that's not very successful. If you want to jump, you can jump. If you want to press, I would do for a similar shape, I would do it in Ardha Padmasana. So I've been showing a press variation in most classes. It would be heel to knee, like you're about to go into Padmottanasana, right? Sorry, heel to hip, I don't know why I said heel to knee. So I'm in Ardha, standing half lotus, right? Hands down. If you're using the wall, back of the head, back of the shoulders, middle back, into the wall. The prep is hands and feet fairly close. Press into the palms. Inhale as you lift, or inhale to prepare, pull the belly in. Exhale as you press down, lift the ball of the foot, and then on the retained exhale, you shift the weight and then lift the leg up, right? It's hard for me to do it and talk, but so if you want that. So figure four, Padmasana, you can do jumping up two. I would jump to the figure four. Make sure you do both sides, even if you're pressing. Woo. And when you are done, lie on your back. If you're not done, you'll have a moment to find us. If you are done, we're going to start taking a couple bridges, and then we'll take Urdhva Dhanurasana, or whatever back bend works for you. So coming into your first bridge, I'm holding my heels, so you can interlace fingers. If you have really tight shoulders, you're holding the outer edges of the mat. Stay lifted and change the interlace of your fingers. And keep the wrists bound and lower your hips onto them. Feet together, knees apart. So a little bit of a break before we come to a bigger back bend. Some of us will return to bridge and stay with that, and then some of us will take bigger back bends. Take a moment here to just enjoy very energetically open shape. Hips, heart, and shoulders pinned open. And if some of you would rather just stay here in this shape, you can. Otherwise, come back into bridge, or if you're ready, you're taking Urdhva Dhanurasana. We'll take a couple on our own. I always like to have the first one be investigatory, so I kind of rock and roll and not, see how open I am. If you feel open and can do other things, play with that. Take a break in between, we have time for a few, and then we'll lie down. Resist the urge to forward fold in between. So take your second big back bend or second bridge, whatever you're working on,
Consider one leg at a time if that's for you. Take a break, and then you'll take your last back bend of choice. Some of you, are open enough, or maybe are open enough, you can take it down to your forearms. So it's like a forearm purva, or Dvipada Dandasana. Last back bend. And once you finish your final back bend, lying down on your back, take the feet mat distance apart and let the knees knock in. Take the hands to the top of the thigh flesh and push your thigh flesh toward your knees. Pay attention to your low back as you do this, creating some traction. So if you're pushing the flesh off the bone to create space in the low back. And release. Take the left heel to the outer right knee and guide the knees over to the left. This is too extreme, just take the left foot off the right knee. Left hand grabs not just the elbow, but above it, like the upper arm, and pull the upper arm, like the tricep, pull it back as you push the right knee forward and down and get that nice stretch on the right side. Release the legs, take the right heel to the outer left knee, guide the knees over to the right hand to the top above the elbow, and pull the arm as you work the left knee forward and down. Release. Hug the knees in and rock a few times until you're all the way upright. Take the right leg over the left and keep the left leg straight. Unless you're just dying to do full Gomukhasana, this one will get into the hamstring and the low back in a different way. No arms or Garudasana arms, right arm underneath, left arm on top. Garudasana arms, elbows up, and over, folding over so the elbows pass over the knees. Slowly lift up and take the right leg over the left heel. So leg on top of leg or heel in the second, third toe, whichever one you like better. Send the tailbone that way, like the pelvis is tipping forward as you pull the heart forward. So you can keep a nice long spine. It's a really nice way to stretch the low back, keeping it long. Lift the body, take the left hand to the pinky edge of the foot. For some of us, you might have to grab the calf. Lift the leg up, Take the right arm back and try to work the left leg across your body as you work the right arm back. And come back to center. Left over right. Just single, unless you're doing full Maksikanagasana. Garudasana, arms left underneath, right on top. Flip the arms, lift up, elbows over the knee, forward fold. If you flex the right foot, it'll deepen the hamstring stretch. If you point it, it will take it more to the inner leg. Slowly lift up. Left leg over right, crossing at the ankles, or heel into big toe, in between big toe, second toe. Send the pelvis, tip the hips, front hips forward as the tailbone lengthens opposite, and you pull the heart forward. So work opposition even here in your body to create more length. Lift up, right hand to pinky edge of foot, or maybe to the calf. Take the left arm out. And then if you're pulling the leg across your body more to the right, as you're working the left shoulder ribcage back, you'll get a deeper twist. Keep the belly in so the core is involved. And come back to center. Take the feet into Maksikanagasana option. I've been doing more of it in diamond recently, but you can also do it here, heels in toward groin. So I'll let that be yogi's choice. Diamond gets more into the low back in a nice passive way in the outer hips. Coming in, it gets more into the groin. So you pick the one that you like, and then you can do whatever you want with the arms. I tend to have them underneath, or I do different things with it. I guess the diamond's also a good shape if you need a pet to have space in between. Slowly lift up, lowering down to your backs. Ananda Balasana, happy baby. Tailbone forward and down. We're going to work it and we're going to hold it. So, ready? See if you can get the knees out wide. Get your elbows forward and then try to get your knees to your shoulders. Lengthen your tailbone forward. Pull the toes towards you, like the pinkies towards you. Then send the heels up. Keep the belly in and squeeze the inner knees and outer shoulders into each other. So my elbows are trying to move out. That's pushing the shoulders and inner knees together. And I'm still lengthening my tailbone forward as I send my heels up. And squeeze everything as you do this. It's very different than when we do it passively. Keep holding, keep squeezing knees and arms into knees, tailbone forward, heels up, low belly in, creating all this resistance in your body. And release. Take the legs out to either side, holding anywhere that's reasonable. Guide the legs up. Serve your shins toward your forehead. I like to push my heels like I'm lengthening them toward my front door. And then I like to hold it as tiny and small as I can. Belly in, lowering all the way down to your final rest pose. If you have something to cover your eyes, that could be nice. Take a big inhale through the nose and a long exhale out through the mouth. Release. Allow your body and mind to find stillness as gravity takes over. Final rest pose, Shavasana. Slowly bring your attention back. Move the body, stretch the arms overhead, lengthen out. Pull your knees in toward your chest, give yourself a hug. Make your way to one side. With eyes closed, press up to a comfortable seated position. Back of the hands resting on the knees, palms up, Hasta Mudra. Check in with yourself, notice how you feel. Doesn't matter if you did every pose, just appreciate the work, the discipline, the effort, and how your body, mind, and energy have changed because of that effort. Hands sealed together at the heart in gratitude for all the work your body has done. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. May our thoughts, words, and actions contribute to that happiness and freedom. Lift your heart, allow positive energy in. Bow into yourself. Thank you for joining me tonight. Namaste. Yay for yoga!